Welcome back to the channel. Today we're exploring one of the most destructive forces in agricultural history, not a storm, not a drought, but a swarm of insects that can erase entire harvests in hours. Before we begin, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because today's story is about a tiny insect that has shaped human history. The insect widely considered the most destructive pest in agriculture is the desert locust, scientifically known as Schistocerca gregaria. At first glance, it looks like a simple grasshopper. But under the right conditions, it becomes one of nature's most powerful biological disasters. Desert locusts live across Africa, the Middle East, and parts of Asia. Normally, they live alone, quiet, and relatively harmless. But when populations increase, something incredible happens. They transform. When desert locust numbers grow to large, their behavior changes dramatically. They enter what scientists call the gregarious phase. Their bodies even change color. Their brains change behavior. Instead of avoiding each other, they begin gathering into massive swarms. These swarms can travel enormous distances, sometimes 150 kilometers in a single day. And wherever they go, they eat. A single swarm can cover hundreds of square kilometers. Just 1 square kilometer may contain 40 million locusts. Together, they can consume the same amount of food as 35,000 people in one day. They don't just eat crops. They devour wheat, corn, rice, vegetables, fruit trees, pasture grass. Entire fields can disappear in hours. Farmers often describe the sound of a swarm as like a moving storm. Locust invasions have been recorded for thousands of years. Ancient texts describe massive swarms destroying crops. One of the most famous historical plagues happened in 1915, affecting parts of the Middle East. Fields were stripped bare. Food shortages followed. Another major outbreak occurred in 2020, when East Africa experienced the worst locust invasion in decades. Countries like Kenya, Ethiopia, and Somalia faced serious agricultural threats. Millions of people were affected. Stopping a swarm is extremely difficult. Locusts move quickly, they reproduce rapidly, and they can fly across national borders. Monitoring programs now track breeding areas using satellites and drones, but early detection is critical. Once the swarm forms, it becomes much harder to control. Scientists discovered that physical contact between locusts triggers the swarm behavior. When their back legs touch frequently, their nervous system releases serotonin. This chemical changes their behavior. Within hours, they begin acting like swarm insects. Within days, they become a coordinated mass. One of the most fascinating transformations in the insect world. Today, international organizations monitor locust populations. The Food and Agriculture Organization coordinates global tracking. Early warning systems help farmers prepare. Livecraft sometimes spray targeted pesticides. Scientists are also researching biological control methods. The goal is not just to fight the swarm, but to stop it before it begins. The desert locust may be small, but its impact on agriculture is enormous. For thousands of years, this insect has challenged farmers, governments, and entire food systems. A reminder that sometimes the smallest creatures can shape the course of human history. If you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel.